Recording in progress. So, okay, here we go. Welcome to the Thursday tea that is now on a Friday because I was helping my friend to host Ignite Your Calling 2-day summit. So I had the privilege to hear 16 speakers over 2 days, how to align your purpose, what you're meant to do, what you're passionate about, to your business, how you can grow your business that is really like meaningful for you. Welcome to join the live. If you want to join the Zoom, there's a link in my bio to come here to connect with all of us. Okay, I will get right to it because we have a lot to cover today. I would love to hear in the chat, where are you joining us from? So it's always great to see what a kind of global community we are, and would be lovely to see your faces if you can be on camera, so I can see you and support you. Money mindset, that was my promise for today, and that was actually the conversation yesterday, the last speaker, and that's why I really wanted to dive deeper into this, because it is essential for you to build a lifestyle that you want and build the business that you want. Montreal, Canada. Oh my God. What time is it there? It must be still morning. It's 5 here afternoon in Istanbul, where I'm calling from. So great to see you, Kara, here again. So yeah, I want to give you a simple formula for calculating what you're worth, what your time is worth, what your services are worth, what your knowledge is worth, what is the value that people would get from working with you. So how does that sound? Pretty exciting to me, because this is an area where I hear a lot of experts struggle, and there is no perfect formula for pricing your services. There's many aspects that kind of impact one another. And what I want to hear, what I want to do today here with you is, how can we align your values and your business targets together to help you with the pricing? Sorry, I'm like looking Zoom and Instagram at the same time, so I might look like the puppies, you know, those pets that are like nodding their head. Okay. So first of all, the first thing I want you to think about is the lifestyle that you want to have. What is the lifestyle you want to be creating for yourself? What kind of income would support that lifestyle? What is it for you? For example, for me and my husband, we are digital nomads. So we've been traveling now for the past 2.5 years or so. So it's about creating those experiences, traveling. We are not paying rent, so we are paying Airbnbs. We are traveling. We are exploring the new cultures. Eating out. We love to cook home as well, because then we know what we are eating, but we also love to explore the new cuisines. Here, Turkey is very different to the Italy that we were just in. Now I'm having a little detox from all the pizza and pasta. So yeah, like I said, for us, it's really about the experiences and the lifestyle that we want to have. We are traveling also and dancing a lot of tango, so that's one of our passions we share together. We go to the gym together, so that's a gym membership. If we can have, now we could sign up for a month. So I'm just here telling about what we want to have in our life. I want you to be reflecting, making a list, what is included in the lifestyle you want to have. Once you have it clear, what are the, let's call it expenses, what are the expenses for us? For example, it's the commutes, it's the travels, it's the Airbnbs. we are not paying for internet or electricity because that's included. So what are the expenses for you? Groceries, like I said, gym. What is the lifestyle expenses that you have? And then as well, what are the nice to have? So what is the kind of cushion you want to have for your lifestyle as well? Here, taking a little pause, I see, welcome, Lynette, where are you joining us from? Please share in the chat, and Alan as well, where are you joining us from? So first one was to think about the lifestyle you want to have, the expenses, and what other things you want to include. And then we'll get to your income target. I want you to double it because there's for you to have that money in your bank account. Let me go back a little bit more, because what are the other things that you want to do? For example, to save, make investments. Maybe you want to pay insurances. Well, maybe those go into the expenses, but let's say some nice to have would be like investments. If you want to invest in, I don't know, stocks, ETFs, apartments, like start running your Airbnb, for example, that we are thinking about. But yeah, so what are the additionals that you want to have? So when you have the whole target, the calculations for your lifestyle, I want you to double that amount, because in order for you to get that money into your account, you also need to make about double to pay taxes, pay other expenses. If you're building your business and you have, for example, I'm paying for my bookkeeper, I have different platforms that I have subscriptions, I have coaching, I have other things as well. But let's put the coaching into my personal lifestyle. But you get the sense that there's other expenses for you before you actually have the money in your bank account. Does this make sense? I want you to wave your hand or give me a thumbs up if you're not on camera, so I know where you are. Thanks, Cara. Making sense to someone, so I'll move forward. I want this to be a rapid fire, so we get all the steps in this short half an hour. Hi, Minna. Welcome to join there on Instagram. So then I want you to think about the hours that you want to work. I hear more and more often that people don't want to have the 9 to 5 work 40 hours, 50 hours, what has been like the regular that they do now. They want to often reduce the hours, because what I help experts to do is to build their online income streams, whether they are active or passive, so that you can work from where you want. Like I said, I'm now joining from Istanbul, going to Finland and then London, and I'm all the time connecting with my clients, building my business wherever I am. So I've been doing this online now for the couple of years. So there's so many possibilities for you to have that location freedom and time freedom as well. So I want you to think about, like, how many hours do you want to work? Now we are painting the ideal. So what is the ideal work week? Let's call it a work week. So maybe that's the easiest. Let me bring some more people in. Welcome to join. Hey, Kay Miller, welcome to join the live. So quickly for you, we've been going through the framework for pricing your time, what you're worth, your knowledge is worth, your services. Yes, you can be on camera as well. I would love to see your faces. So lifestyle, doubling that for your business income target, and how many, now we are in the step 3, how many hours you want to work. For example, I have clients who say, I want to work 20 hours a week. I want to work 30 hours a week. They want to work because they are passionate about what they want to do, but they don't want to work as much as they've been doing because they want the freedom to have time for other important things in life, for their families, for traveling, for their interests, for their personal care. So let's imagine that your ideal work week would be 30 hours, for example. You want to, there's many ways to do that. So I'll give you the both. You can then divide the income target by the number of hours you want to work. So then you get what your time is worth. Whatever it is. Are you calculating? Can I see some, just leaving a marketing training? Oh, can you share us what you learned there? Yes, and actually these meetings are often on Thursdays, but I was helping a friend, a client yesterday, so now we are jumping in on a Friday afternoon. Well, Friday evening for me, maybe it's morning for you, at least in Canada. So yes, can I see some numbers? I know this is rapid for someone, but maybe if you have already calculated what's the lifestyle target, your income target, doubling your lifestyle to get the income target for your business. And that's a good starting point. Of course, you can make more if you want to. But let's start from there, doubling that. And then you calculate how many hours you want to work in a week. And then you can, what's the four times of that to get kind of like the hours for the month, and then how many months do you want to work. This is important. So it's not only how many weeks, if we are talking about the ideal week and you want to work 30 hours, but maybe you want to take a month vacation, 2 months off. How many months do you want to take off? So let's say that you wanted to work the 30 hours. That would be approximately 120 a month. And then if you wanted to work 11 months of the year, so not the full year, does this make sense? So then your income target would be that you divide the your income target for those hours in 11 months, not 12 months. Okay, I see thumbs up here. When you have done your calculations, I would love to see those in the chat. Let me see. So, for example, 120 hours a month for 11 months would be 1,320 hours. So if you want to use that as an example, I'm just going to give you some round numbers here. If you want to make 100,000 a year, and then we divide that per the 1,320 hours, that would be approximately $76 an hour. So now you know what your time is worth. And in most cases, all of those 30 hours are not client hours, because you also want to have time for your strategy building, for your sales, for your marketing, unless you outsource all of these, but then you need to calculate those to the expenses as well. So you need to calculate this to your packaging as well. What is the program? Because if you're not working all, if these are not all the client hours, then you need to calculate the price for those as well, all the income generating activity and other activity as well. Does this make sense? Can I get some thumbs up again if you follow me, so I know that I'm clear? Do you want me to clarify something? Thank you. So now that you know what your time is worth, so every hour that you would be working, you want to make the 76, let's call it 76 per hour. You can use this to design the services, but ultimately it's all about the value your client is getting from working with you. This is to give you an idea what it would be. And when you start building your business, or if you're already building your business, you can start to calculate how many hours it takes for you to get a client to sign up to your program, course, whatever you're offering. And then you start to notice like how much your time is actually worth when you start to do these calculations. But this gives you an understanding like how to make 100,000 a year, for example, working 30 hours a week. So that would be what your time is worth. Now, I want you to picture the ideal client. And maybe we don't have time to go deeper into this today, but I want you to think about what is the transformation you help your client with. What is the situation, the problem they are having, and how you can help them to walk to the other side. So for example, I help experts to launch their online income streams, their online businesses in 90 days. For example. So we work very intensively, 90 days, a weekly, so that by the end of the program, they would already have clients working with them. Let me see the chat. $50 and 20 hours a week for 44 weeks. Since you're currently writing a dissertation. Okay, ideally 80 hours, working 30 hours a week. This is great. Now you have targets. You know what your time is worth. And what aligns to your lifestyle. That's what I want to address. What aligns to your lifestyle. So what I went through in the beginning was what is it that you want to include in your life? What is important for you? What do you want to have money to spend on, and what expenses you have? So you can align then your business to the lifestyle, if this makes sense. Of course, there's many ways to do the pricing, but I want you to think about what is the lifestyle that you want to have. Because very often, and this is like coaches, therapists, counselors, consultants, like you want to help, you would do that for free because you're passionate about helping people, what you maybe overcame, or what is the knowledge that you have to support others. So even if you wanted to do it for free, but now you can actually see what does it mean in numbers, that what do you want to have in your life? Because you gotta eat, you want to have a roof over your head, and maybe you want to be having a little bit more than that as well. So whatever is the income target for your lifestyle, supporting the lifestyle that you want to have, and then aligning that with your business targets, if this makes sense. Of course, this is different like for solopreneurs, or if you have a team, you have other people working with you, so add those of course to the overall business target. But this is like now giving you an understanding what your time and knowledge is worth. 5 hours a day, 23 days a month, 9 months a year. Okay, so 115 hours a month. It is 1,035 hours a year. Desired income 6,000 a month. So hourly rate is 53. Is this helpful for you to put this in numbers? So now I want you both to think about the service that you offer and how many client hours you actually have. So this was the other thing. This can help you, like when you divide your income target by the hours. This will help you this will help you with the pricing. The other thing is like how many clients you want to have. For example, I know that I don't want to be coaching like 8 hours a day because I want to be fully present and have energy with my clients. So how many clients hours would there be from those 30 5 hours, 20 oh wait. I'm checking your hours. For example, if the ideal is 30 hours a week, how many of those would be a client hour? So you help solopreneur service providers, divorce and estate attorneys, private wealth managers build awareness of their services so that they can establish themselves as our wealth management industry leaders. Oh, great. That is helpful. Yes, you have a target for now and then for later. The client hours would be 20. So if the ideal is 30 and 20 client hours, now you know that you actually then need to think about the pricing, that you're only getting paid basically by the 20 hours. Well, not necessarily, because what is can you help us to understand like what is maybe the program, if you have a program already, what do you help them with? Like how long does it normally take? Is it a membership option? Do they pay per month, I mean, or is it like they pay in full for the whole experience, how long they work with you? So that will also impact the pricing, of course. And like I said, ultimately, it's about how much your client values the service, the solution you help them with. This is for you to understand what your time is worth, your knowledge is worth, how much you value your time, basically. So how much do you value your time? And now we heard like these examples of $53 an hour, $50 an hour, ideally 80 hours, $80 per hour. So these are the great examples, the targets for you that you can go towards too. Did I hear some question? The hours vary per project. Okay, so then what are the options that you have for the pricing? Maybe you have like Hi, Christina, do you have some question for me? I know you
no, sorry. Yeah, I just came, so no, sorry. I put it mute.
Okay.
Thank you.
Watch the recording. We're now finishing up. So you'll get the formula for calculating how much your time and your knowledge is worth. And we've been discussing about this already. So hopefully this will help you to design your pricing as well. But like I was saying, it's ultimately about the value that your client is getting. And you can put any number there, like for your services, and test it out. maybe I shouldn't say any number, but at least you want to be making what you were just calculating so that you can live and create the lifestyle that you want to have. And start calculating how many hours does it take for you to get a client. My clients need the value of the artworks to help their clients. Yeah, so how can you now use this knowledge, like what you had target now and in the future, to help you go towards that target? I know you have projects right now and they differ. So how can this support you to move towards the target of 80 hours per week? So like I said, this was one way of calculating your worth. And then the other thing is that you want to align those, how many client hours you want to have per week, and how you schedule in all the other things that you get clients. As a solopreneur, there is so many things to consider and do, and especially when you're starting and building everything. Is like, okay, your sales and marketing and client support and providing the service, and maybe you do all the social media marketing and email marketing and events, and building your strategy. You're on top of your finances. I've outsourced my bookkeeping for starters because I knew I didn't want to also handle that. Then I got some support with automating some of the stuff. So use all the automation tools that are now available, because that will help you to save time as well. How clients can, for example, book meetings with you. There's a lot of those platforms available. When you want to have your calendar open, maybe use Calendly or some other things for that. One client may have 2 works. My last one had 31, and an upcoming client has 6. So it varies. So I'm asking you, Kay Miller, what's your first name? That I can call you on your first name, maybe. So
hi, actually, I am Kay, but I go by Kay, but my name is Kendra.
Oh,
But I
okay.
go by Kay.
Kay, Kendra, nice to meet you. Nice to hear you.
Likewise. Nice to see you again. I saw you on another webinar and I'm like, oh, she's brilliant. I have to like check in on what she's doing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for your feedback. So how can you help that you have clear on your mind that when you have such a, how would I say, volatile, or it varies a lot, how many like artworks that they have, how you can get it clear for you that is it like, do they pay less per item? Because for example, how much would they pay for 2? Is there like a starting price, and then how many they want to add to that? Or I need to admit, I'm not a specialist in the area you support with, but I'm just throwing some examples here that how you can price your services when it's yeah, there's a lot of variety on the numbers, so that you have it clear, and also that it's very easy for your client to calculate like the total what they will be investing.
And
You always want to make it very
one,
easy for your clients.
oh, absolutely. And that's the first question I'm often asked, how much will this cost? But, you know, part of that I have to have a conversation and see how much time would be calculated. But I'm trying to figure out a more streamlined way of doing this. So most often the problem is people can't afford the services. So for instance, in the industry, appraisers charge, depending upon the area, anywhere between 150 and 450 US for an hour. So the client with 31 works is not going to pay that much. So I'm trying to figure out a pricing package, strike pricing structure but also something that doesn't make me feel as if I've done a whole bunch of work for the equivalent of $2, because that is not satisfying. And it does take a lot to prepare a fully compliant appraisal report. And also I have to do the inspection, and appraisals are a lot of research. So, I'm just trying to figure all of this out. And that's part of the reason why I'm coming here to glean some knowledge from you. And I know that you deal in a different industry, but I think there are a lot of lessons that I can learn along the way. So I don't know, I'm just in process with it, but I'm trying to make it equitable for them, but also equitable for me as well. And I'm not quite sure. And also I'm thinking what I might do, because I know these people are definitely going to pay for it, is just focus on service providers, because they can't do their work unless they have that piece of information from me. So instead of just an individual who says, I want to, I'm curious about how much my work is and I want to insure it, if they see a higher price tag, they're not going to buy, quote unquote, buy. So I'm trying to figure out how to do this better.
Yes. Well, there is many ways for you to start pricing. Let me ask you, does it take the same amount of time from you to do 2 or to do 31? Like, is it, can you scale anything when you work with the same client, doing, like, let's use the example you gave here, like the 31 artworks. Can you scale or automate anything?
I'm looking into that. There are a lot of different factors. So for instance, if someone has 31 works or 26 works by the same artist, then that's less research I have to do. But I don't know. There are a lot of different pieces. I have been in this business for 18 years, but I need to find a better way of doing it because it's not a sustainable business. I love it, but that's another reason why I'm in a graduate program, because I need to find another line of work, something that is more financially sustainable for me.
Okay, I would love to meet you personally, and I'm coming to the special offer I have today. So I haven't met you yet, but if you think that I would be, I could help you with the pricing or something else, I offer this complimentary business audit session. I'm gonna drop it in the chat. So this is, I don't know how long I have it open, so there's a few times available if you want to book that with me, so we can go deeper into this. But what I'm hearing, that maybe you could have like a payment plan for those who have a lot of artworks, or then always like create an offer, like if they have more, that you could like reduce the price per item if it's reasonable for the time that you're using, of course. But maybe a payment plan would be something that, how long they can then pay for the service.
I offer that, but still it's
Okay.
an issue. It's an issue. And also I need to change service providers. So
Yes. Yeah, let's think about it. What could be something that you get what you offer from your time and knowledge, and what also works for your clients, because I hear that if they have a lot of artwork, they are not willing to invest maybe so much like what the price tag is at the moment. But that said, if your client values what you offer, they will find the money. So maybe it's like how to communicate what they will get from you.
Okay, yes, get that as well. And also got knocked off the internet. Can you put the link in the chat again? I didn't get a chance to grab it.
Okay, yes. Here. Can you see it now?
Thank you. Yes, I can. Thank you.
Here's Caro is giving you, I think these comments are for you. Why not have someone helping you with the research and they can draft something for you? Yeah, when you can maybe outsource or something that will help you save time and maybe costs, and how to
Yeah,
so
I do. And I have to factor in paying them when I bill the client. So yeah, I do.
yes. And then it depends, like now you have the calculation what your time is worth. So if you can get someone that would, let's say, charge less from their services, maybe that makes sense for you to offer part of the thing done by someone else.
Yeah, and that's just my part when I'm calculating all of the services. But yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe something
thank you
to
a
look
lot.
at. Thank you, Caro, for the questions.
Yeah.
Okay, as we are wrapping up, do you have some questions for me about the formula? What was something that you really enjoyed? What was your biggest takeaway? I would love to hear those, so I can then kind of design what we talk about next week as well. What would support you further? And for all this, you want to know your ideal client, and of course, then what is the transformation you're helping them to go from point A to point B. So that transformation, and then how much would the investment be for them, and then the different payment options as we discussed today as well. Good example here. But my main point here was like how you can first think about what is the lifestyle you want to have and what kind of income target supports that, and then doubling it because you have different expenses, taxes and other things. So it's good to have that cushion. Maybe it's not exactly double, but that's a good way to start. That was Leonor Herrera yesterday sharing that part of the formula. I see thumbs up here, so great to hear that you got value out of it and getting clarity. Like I said, now I have this offer. It's limited time that I offer these calls, so book the business audit session with me now. That in this call I will help you to define what are the 3 main things that you want to do next, you want to focus on next. That will take your business further, what will take you to the next level, what is your target, and what will help you to get there. Because there are so many steps, like maybe you've heard of the 12 steps for launching your online business program that I'm hosting. So yeah, 12 steps, those are the essential ones. And there's even more, more steps and sub steps and a lot of different steps. So how can I support you to get clarity? What are the most important things for you to focus on now, that you're not overwhelmed by, oh, should I do this and that and that? And I know, because I've been there, done that, being like very confused and overwhelmed when I was starting my business. So how can I support you now to get clarity? Thanks for the feedback. Love the session. It was short, but impactful and super concrete, so we can apply the tips right away. And I want to hear how your income target is coming from the planning to reality. So how you can start creating the income that aligns with the lifestyle that you want. So I'll see you next week, Thursday. So these business meetups are on Thursday. You'll get the recordings as well. I'll share that in the next email. So you get a link. Let me put it here, actually. Those of you who have missed some of the sessions, here's a link to the replays that I've had from the previous sessions. So Kendra, I will add this to this link, couragetolead.en/gathering replays. So you can find those replays, all the replays there. Plenty of other useful tips for you. This was very concrete. So yes, thank you, Garo, for your great feedback, that it was helpful for you today. And I'll see you next week. And please do message me or give me some idea what would help you to go to the next level. So what is maybe the concerns that you have, some like that you want more clarity or tips around? So I would love to hear what would support you. Otherwise, I'll just choose myself. What I'm hearing, what I see people are challenged with. And here the challenge is usually like really feeling confident about asking money for your services, not only if you're building your business, but also in your career. What is the salary target for you? This also applies to that. So happy to hear that this was a useful session today. I look forward to meeting you same time, same place, same link to meet next Thursday, 10 a.m. Eastern time, or wherever you are in the world. So 5 p.m. here in Istanbul, Eastern European time. East European time, yes. So great, I'll be ending the Instagram live and the recording here, and look forward to seeing you in the business audit sessions and the next Thursday tea gathering. These business meetups are designed for entrepreneurs, experts who want to have more time freedom, location freedom, work when, where, and how they want, so you can have more freedom and abundance in your life. So if this sounds like you and you resonate, I'm here to support that. So I'm your biggest cheerleader for the freedom lifestyle that we've been enjoying with my husband. So how can I support you with the same? Bye, everyone. Thank you, and see you next time.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.